Vice President Sara Duterte refused to comment about the controversial Grace Piattos. Meanwhile, her chief of staff finally appeared at the House hearing on their office's confidential fund expenses yesterday. But did the lawmakers learn anything new from her? Here's the report.
After skipping the previous House hearings, Office of the Vice President Chief of Staff Attorney Zuleika Lopez finally showed up to the lawmakers. She refuted claims that she was hiding from authorities when she flew to the U.S. Lopez said she was there to take care of her relative. Lawmakers raised questions about her office's spending of confidential funds. However, Lopez claimed she has no knowledge of how Vice President Sara Duterte used the funds. She said that she is only handling the operational concerns of the OVP. Meanwhile, VP Sara refused to comment on the controversial Grace Piattos. She claimed she has not seen the documents with Piattos' signature.
I have no comment on that, no, because I've not seen the acknowledgment receipt na kanilang sinasabi, because basically lahat ng mga documents hindi siya dumadaan sa akin, dumidiretso siya sa SDO and sinasubmit siya sa ICFAO, yung office ng COA na gumagawa ng audit ng confidential funds. So, hindi ako makakomment.
Lawmakers are still debating whether or not the personality seemingly named after a cafe and a snack is real. During the House hearing, they also discovered another interesting name. A certain Kokoy Villamin signed acknowledgement receipts for both the OVP and the Education Department. Lawmakers raised their eyebrow on Villamin's signatures because they were written in obviously different strokes.
It begs us the question, gaano kalala yung pag-aabuso dito sa office confidential funds? I think we have just started unearthing all of these problems and all of the questionable acknowledgement receipts. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, Mr. Chair. If we go deeper into this, mukhang widespread po ang nangyaring pag-aabuso sa pondo po ng ating gobyerno.
VP Sara said she will let the people decide if she has to attend the next House hearing.
Case-to-case basis may kung depende kung kinsay dunay madawat na invitation, depende po sa desisyon sa tao.
Meanwhile, her staff Lemuel Ortonio was cited in contempt again for not showing up to the hearing. For News 5, Gerard de la Peña, we are One News.
We were trying to call
Congressman Adjong.
Congressman
we're having difficulty
lang. Kaya lang
anyway, a lot of people kasi find it difficult to fathom or to understand such a big budget, and you're the head of the agency or the department. Hindi
dumadaan sa'yo.
Hindi dadaan sa'yo. Or at the very least, hindi mo inalam saan na yung pera na yon, di ba? Parang hindi ko pa nakikita. Usually, kahit wala pang hearing yan o wala pang nag-iimbestiga sa'yo, teka lang, laking amount nito. Let's trace.
This is for confidence.
Let's track it where it is, di ba? Number 2, yung sinasabi nilang this was withdrawn from Land Bank in duffel bags in tranches of 125 million, which amounts to 500 million. Usually, ang funding like that, dinadaan mo either to wire transfer or you use it to managers' checks or checks para may paper trail. Pero ito, cash inside duffel bags, carried to the OVP.
Exactly.
Bakit cash? Kasi ang cash po, walang trail.
Walang paper trail.
You only rely on acknowledgement receipts. So, hindi po galing sa akin yan, ha? That's from findings sa committee.
Tsaka kasi, di ba, we're talking about confidential funds here. Now, I understand if you're talking about different line items sa mga budget ng departamento, OVP or Department of Education. Pero confidential funds, di ba dapat dumadaan yan sa head mismo talaga? Let's say, for example, ito nga ng Department of Education. Kasi they're talking about two acknowledgement receipts diba, ng OVP at saka Department of Pero ang sinasabi kasi ni Vice President Sara Duterte, hindi daw niya alam kasi hindi naman daw lahat dumadaan sa
well, I understand.
And these papers or these acknowledgement receipts were passed, diba, or submitted to Commission on Audit.
Yeah, pero
can you imagine?
I understand yung I understand sinasabi ni VP Sara na ministerial usually ang duty ng pinaka-head ng isang department with regards to finally approving yung ginastos mo, kung ano yung ginastos mo. But an amount this big,
This big and this
amount this big, aalamin
type
mo
of
talaga
budget.
saan napunta yan. I mean, any CEO of any company, kahit hindi ka na involved sa ministerial duties down the line, aalamin mo, ang laking pera nito.
Exactly.
Sa saan napunta ito? Sino pumirma nito? Akin na yung disbursement. Let me check this, pa-audit natin. Ang sagot mo is, parang you don't even care na how this was disbursed. You don't even care how the acknowledgement receipts look. Diba? It's just hard to believe it for a lot of people na who are hungry or scraping daw 200 pesos a day para mag-survive. And yet,
you have all these amounts of money, di ba? Nasa
and
duffel.
placed in duffel bags.
Oo nga eh. Pero yun nga eh, move over, sabi nila kay Mary Grace Piattos, dahil merong panibagong pangalan ang nag-surface dyan sa hearing yesterday, that is Kokoy Villamin. Na apparently, nakasign dun sa mga ARs or acknowledgement receipts that were submitted to COA. At
Iba-ibang pirma.
Iba yung stroke ng pirma, pero parehas ang pangalan.
Oo nga. Not like yung Mary Grace Piattos, iisa daw ang stroke.
Tsaka yung timeline of acknowledging or yung accepting the budget, 'di ba? Parang sobrang bilis daw. Parang may sinasabi doon sila Congressman Adjong na at that time parang kunyari today, Tuesday, naibigay yung acknowledgement receipt sa Bulacan. Tapos biglang Wednesday na bigay na agad yung acknowledgement receipt sa ibang lugar na malayo. So parang kahit mag-helicopter ka daw doon, parang it's impossible.
Kaya nga it's high time na sinasabi ng congressman na maybe we should take a look at how the confidential funds are disbursed.
Problema kasi yun nga 'di ba, ang nakagawian na sa atin kapag confidential funds, hindi mo pwede talagang isa-isahin yan lalo na kung it will ang tawag doon kaakibat nito yung national security. 'Di ba? Kaya hindi mo siya pwedeng i-line item. Kung meron kang budget, nakakumpul lang siya dyan, hindi mo pwedeng isa-isahin.
Baka pwede natin gayahin yung sistema ng mga European nations na meron silang external auditor per department. Now, they're not part of the department, but they are inside the department. They report to somebody else. So anytime may confidential fund or parang sa CIA, every time money is disbursed sa mga agents on the field through confidential funds, wala nang pinahawakan ng operational leaders dyan. Ang umaayos
parang
nito,
may independent body to check, to make sure na talaga it goes to the proper...
Parang mga forensic accountants. Oo, diba?
Kasi nga sabi nga na confidential, hindi dapat pinag-uusapan. Pero yun nga, hindi talaga ito masasagot unless a-attend dun si Vice President Sara Duterte. Kasi nakakaalam siya. Tsaka yung iba pang mga officials. 'Di ba? Yung mga names that were listed na kasama sa ILBO, mga Immigration Lookout Bulletin Order, hindi pa rin nila nakikita. Ito pa lang yung nag-appear yesterday, yung kanyang Chief of Staff na si Lopez.
But lumalalim ang issue at I'm sure...
Pero sinabi niya, dagdag ko lang ni VP Sara na kung madedetain, di ba kasi na-contempt na cite in contempt itong si Lopez, yung kanyang Chief of Staff. Kung madedetain, sasamahan daw niya.
Okay, let's see.